So over the page, we've got goal lines, which is the letters to shoot. So we're going to look at the star letter. So the star letter is FIFA must tighten ruling. But first of all, the thing you mentioned about the star letter, I mean nothing to you, Paddy, but this week's star letter comes from John Mackay of Hillington, Glasgow, who wins a special prize of £10. And John Mackay went on to be the premier sort of newsreader for Scotland Today, Scotland's sort of flagship 6 p.m. news show. And we did tweet him to say, was this you who wrote this letter? They said yes, it was. But he can't remember what he did with the £10. But the letter goes: in recent years, the methods used to permit players to play for international teams have become farcical. We now have situations in which players qualify to play for national sides by virtue of the fact that their great grandparents came from the country. Craig Johnson of Middlesbrough actually had the opportunity to play for Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland era, South Africa, or Australia. George Berry of Wales could have played for any of the home nations or West Germany. I'm not attacking these players. If they have the chance, the best of luck to them, but I am appealing against the system that allows the situation to arise.
Yeah. Well, you could start that one up again. One of the key figures in the Italian team who won the European Championships this year was Jorginho, who was, he had an Italian grandfather, obviously, but Italian lineage, but he's not Italian. Mm-hmm. Likewise, Toloi in defence is not Italian. But I mean, it was the same with the it was Jack's success with Ireland was based on he looked around and he went to Oxford United and he found Ray Houghton and he found the striker whose name escapes me.
John Aldridge.
John Aldridge, yeah, exactly. He found the two of them. But there's a story about Ray. I'm sure to a certain extent it's largely true, which is that at some point, now I can't remember the year because I wasn't there, but it was at some point Ireland were drawing the same World Cup qualifying group as Scotland, and the Andy Roxburgh was the Scotland manager at the time, and I think Ireland played very well in Glasgow. They got a result.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know if they won, but they certainly got a result. And one of the outstanding players in the night was Ray Houghton. Ray, as I'm sure you know, he was not Irish. He's Irish blooded, but he was Scots, and very much so. And allegedly, he said to Roxburgh said to him afterwards, you should have been playing for us. And Houghton said, well, you guys had your chance, because he'd been rejected by Scottish clubs and the Scottish youth team at a certain point.
I think that's happened a few times, isn't it, Lisa? Did Aidan McGeady, was he rejected, or did he just choose to play?
Same thing,
yeah.
So I mean, the point the letter writer is making is that it's ridiculous that people who aren't 100%. I have phones ringing, lads. Better just think.
Right, somebody wants to speak to you.
Yeah, badly.
So just on the letter there. I mean, John's at least saying, listen, it's the rules that need to change, and that's what I guess the whole thing is that Jack Charlton did. Craig Brown did it for Scotland. It's like, if these are the rules, then we've got to use them to our advantage.
Of course, yeah. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's also if you decide, you can also argue that looking for some sort of ethnic purity when it comes to picking a team is debatable, at least.
Yeah, it's not a great look, really, if you stand back, is it? Saying that.
No, but it's also people who've got all sorts of maybe maybe a majority of people have got only English parents or only Welsh parents and only Welsh grandparents and only Welsh great grandparents. But I would have thought there are probably a minority of them. If you look at people's family trees, you don't have to go very far before, you know, another nationality slips in. And in the multinational and the multi-ethnic world we live in, that becomes more and more so, more and more the case day by day.
Yeah.